You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Kenapa tiba-tiba make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sabzeruz festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Serius? Oh, wow.
Is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Oh.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sabzeruz festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Wait, kok agak mencurigakan?
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true. Terus
Gonna
kemudian?
open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Wait,
Foggy?
beneran?
Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person.
Foggy?
Back home you go.
Wait, jangan-jangan itu untuk kita. Kita harus ngejar dia mungkin? Entah ya?
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Siapa dong terusan?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Dia? Perhaps?
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Oke, kita yang ngajar. Gantian.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Kita coba aja, coba sesekali, siapa tahu berhasil.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Dunyarzad and leave.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
Leave.
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
Sure. Apa janjian si bandit ini ya?
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm just angry at myself.
and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh,
Ternyata kita
and
lagi
speaking
marah
of
tuh.
her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sabzeruz festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Emang iya?
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Enggak, aku lupa.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sabzeruz festival.
Iya.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
Emang di sini tempatnya? Tempat tinggalnya
This is the
sih.
place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Kita
This
jadi nggak
was
bisa
only a
masuk nih.
temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Sure. Ow. Jadi ini kayak mungkin ceritanya orang-orang yang merasa kayak pernah didatengin oleh Kusanali, entah dalam wujud apa gitu.
Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sabzeruz festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sabzeruz festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Kita mau ngomong apa? Thank you. Untuk
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
oh my.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sabzeruz.
Aduh.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Wait, ini Indonesia yang asli atau?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Wait, ini Indonesia yang asli.
Yes, traveler. What is it?
Kok jadi puppet lagi?
So she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets.
Where are we going this time?
Wait, kita mau kemana? To watch the dance? Kan Gak diadain. Kan gak diadain. Ini diulang-ulang terus.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Enggak, kita udah terlalu dilibatkan.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Oke, jadi karena mereka cuman puppets, mereka kayak nggak diprogram untuk dihadapkan dengan traveler, makanya mereka bingung harus ngapain gitu kayaknya.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this!
Kan?
So they're just substitutes!
Iya, sagesnya maksudnya puppet, bukan sagesnya
What
asli
is
gitu kan
this?
ya?
What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Tiba-tiba hilang. Oh, enggak sih. Kenapa? Bunganya kenapa?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Oh, Padisara
Yes.
itu yang mana?
The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real
yang di kanan
Padisaras?
kiri itu.
Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Tanyazad, did you find these? But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So how? Yeah. What's going on here?
Oke. Imagine that the
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
what? Tuh beneran nggak ada, mereka puppet.
So Nilu's the host!
Oh, Nilus the hostnya.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as
gitu.
decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Oh gitu.
But if we want
Iya,
to
iya,
end
iya,
the
iya.
samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that? Am I dreaming?
Iya, Nilu. Wait.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival? Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right? Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Archon. Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story.
Dan apa itu?
His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love."
Belum
In the
kejadian
end,
ternyata.
the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru city and founded the academia.
Eh,
What a happy ending.
So the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
nah. Iya, nggak pernah.
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
Oke, ya, I've been waiting a long time for this. True. Please jangan nge-lag. Oh, keren sih.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sabzeruz.
Lagunya asik. Dan lu cantik sih. Dia sedih, kita
I'd be
sedih
lying
karena
if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
Arwahnya. Astaga. Itu orang-orang karena karena ini mimpi kayak perlahan mulai hilang semua ininya, gedung-gedungnya apa semuanya, karena itu hanya mimpi gitu kan, bukan dunia nyata.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Ya, kepalaku juga sakit.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
Enggak. Dan jangan bilang kita balik lagi, enggak kan? Nggak
Paimon
mungkin.
thinks it was after the Sabzeruz festival. escape from the Sabzeruz samsara? Quick!
Coba.
Take out your Akasha terminal!
Iya. Ada dunia zard, entah dunia zardnya masih ada nggak ya? Tapi kan kesadarannya udah nggak ada dunia zard.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to usual
What usual
spot.
spot? Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sabzeruz festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Kusanali. Kusanali, wah suaranya Kusanali.
Oh, don't scare us like that.
Iya, Dunyarzadnya masih hidup.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the Dance of Sabzeruz.
Oh. Hey, wait. Udah komplit. Wait. Talk to Catherine, tanda kutip.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sabzeruz festival.
Oh, makanya. Iya.
Did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Oh. Dunyarzad dulu ngobrol.
What's going on? Why are you two so excited to see me? Hasn't it only been a night?
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that long? No wonder I have such a headache.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sabzeruz festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Okay, a very happy ending.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Iya,
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
benar sekali.
After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Oke, pertama, what about what I saw in that dream?
At
Iya.
the Avidya forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
Itu yang di trailer foto
You also
Tore.
heard
Ya
someone's
kan?
voice, right? It said
Ya,
and forget me.
benar sekali.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As
Really?
you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria.
Iya.
The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King! The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies. Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Oh no.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left.
Berarti Archon
This puzzle has life
chapter
and death at
selanjutnya
stake.
ya.
It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Iya, Archon selanjutnya berarti. Why do you look like
To be
Catherine?
accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've
Oh,
always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Snezhnayan.
Hold on, did we just learn some deep dark secret? So Catherine is... No.
Iyalah,
Your Paimon
udah
thought something
kelihatan.
was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
Oh,
That
tempatnya
story begins a
sanctuary
long
of...
time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the
Oh, di
sanctuary
sini
of
tempatnya.
Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
Oh, berarti
So, the
kayak
sages
istilahnya
basically put their
dikunci
new
di
Archon
sana.
under house arrest?
Iya.
How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
To me, you are already an excellent Archon.
You got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sabzeruz festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
Jadi yang aku dapatkan
Trying
dari
to find
sini
a way to
tuh,
save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Jadi tadi kan Naida bilang main newly born body. Berarti kalau dari penjelasan Naida berarti kalau misal tiap kali Archon mati selalu ada muncul dewa baru gitu yang udah pasti menggantikan Archon lama gitu ya. Kalau misalnya kayak gitu berarti sistemnya kayak avatar nggak sih? Jadi kalau avatar kan kalau misalnya ada yang jadi avatar terus avatar tersebut mati udah pasti ada avatar baru yang lahir di dunia kayak gitu kan. Bukan berarti kayak orang yang udah lahir sebelum avatar terus bisa jadi avatar, enggak. Berarti kalau avatar mati berarti sehari itu juga ada yang lahir dan itu sosok itu jadi avatar baru. Sama berarti konsep Archon sama kayak gitu. Berarti kalau misalnya Archon yang lama mati berarti ada satu dewa baru yang lahir dan dewa tersebut adalah Archon selanjutnya. Gitu nggak sih? Mungkin ya.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't broken the Sabzeruz samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project.
Bisa
Could it
jadi.
be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Fatui sih pasti ada hubungannya sama Fatui, kayak di Archon Quest sebelumnya kan semuanya pasti ada hubungannya sama Fatui. Entah Fatuinya dalang dibalik semua ini atau menurutku sih Fatui dalang dibalik semua ini. Perhaps ada hubungannya sama Skaramus yang lari kabur atau Dottore, antara dua itu. Okay, no one has realized the issue with the
You
Akasha.
mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams? Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection. Misdirection? The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the
iya
truth
juga
is that
sih.
their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Parah sih, sagesnya nih parah sih, pasti gara-gara Fatui nih. I don't have any
Got
other
it.
questions.
I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
Kenapa kita nggak nanya saudara kita? Nggak mungkin tahu juga ya dia.
Fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
Oke, sampai ketemu di Archon Quest yang
and
Act
you don't
ketiga.
need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sabzeruz samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler?
udah. Oh,
Why am
udah
I here?
hilang.
Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see.
A good liar, Paimon.
I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
My maintenance personnel sometime. My maintenance personnel. Siapa itu? Dottore? Okay, so okay. Perhaps that's all.
Is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Wow. Yang,
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
yang jelas sih aku jadi penasaran gimana lanjutannya untuk Archon Quest di Sumeru ini yang act ketiga, yang pasti aku mikirnya sih pasti ada hubungannya dengan Fatui dan pohon besar yang langit warna merah itu apa, pohon kebakaran tuh menurutku ada hubungannya sama Dottore. Terus Karamus, where is Karamus? Entah bakal muncul gak ya, mengingat Karamus kan puppetnya siapa tahu datang untuk nge-shutdown. Who knows. Ya udah gitu dulu, see you. Terima kasih kalau udah nontonin, jangan lupa di like, di subscribe, entah I don't know, komen mungkin ya. See you on the next video, bye bye. Scaramouche.